borrow trunks from Simi Schilt for the fight. Simi is another fighter who looks up to Aerts, and whose participation in the Holland tournament has been set once again this year. Back-to-back winner of the World Grand Prix and first ever super heavyweight champion, Schilt is one opponent everyone is looking out for.
He's not a perfect fighter because the problem is his height. Technically, he's not a good boxing, I think. He's getting better.
Last March, Aerts faced Juggernaut Schilt for the first time and won.
That was close, I think. But when you hit him hard, he's a little bit panicked, I think. So that's the weak thing of him. But he's physically very strong, you know. So it's difficult. You have to pressure him. Otherwise, he can't never stop punching and kicking, you know.
One fighter has been put forward as a contender to Schilt. It was these words which moved the deal forward.
And who would you like to fight against next?
Simi Schilt, K1 Grand Prix champion.
The brightest star this year, Mighty Mo. At the USA Grand Prix in April, he knocked one opponent down after another to win the tournament. And this year, he's KO'd his way to a staggering 6 straight victories. But undoubtedly, his fight with the biggest impact was his March victory over the towering Hong Man Choi. He sank an opponent taller than Simi Schilt to the mat with his blistering right hook. Schilt himself experienced his first knockdown in K1 ever in this matchup with Ray Sefo.
Simi is better than Hong Man Choi. Technically, he's not good. But he stays dangerous.
Aerts, who has faced Mo in the ring, had this to say about the power of Mighty's right hand.
You think his strong point is the right hook?
Yeah, when he touches that. When he don't touch that.
Does that mean that that's his only strong point?
We will never can knock him out with kicks or those things. It will be right hook. It's only a possibility.
Aerts shut Mighty Mo's main weapon down, never giving it a chance to connect. It was low kicks that finished the fight.
Mighty Mo has a knockout punch. It's 5 rounds. I think when he don't knock him out, Sami will win because of his condition and his height. But when he touch one time, he can be over Mighty Mo. That's the problem, I think.
If the fight goes through, it will be the biggest matchup this year, and certainly one of the most anticipated. Aerts was on a roll last year, and his place in the Grand Prix was all but ensured. However, a sudden illness destroyed his shot at the final elimination. He recovered to secure a berth in the tournament as a reserve fighter, but his chances of making it to the finals were slim. Had everything gone according to plan, Aerts would have fought Remy Bonjasky in the final elimination.
Without Peter, I think I wouldn't be here fighting in the K1.
Bonjasky began his fighting career the same year Aerts clinched back-to-back championships in '95. His greatest wish is to become strong like Aerts, be a champion like Aerts. Well, wishes do come true, and Bonjasky himself became a fighter of world renown. In last year's Grand Prix, however, Bonjasky's luck would abandon him in his attempt to win a 3rd championship title.
Exclamation mark. He got stamped. Go for the jawline of Bonjasky.
Disaster struck in the quarterfinals. Through great determination, he would win the round. But the damage was too great, and he had to forfeit. It was Aerts whom Lady Luck's light would shine on. After winning his reserve fight, he took Bonjasky's place in the semis, where he overpowered Glaube Feitosa and made it to his first finals in 7 years. The fortunes of Aerts and Bonjasky went in 2 very different directions, and the world has yet to see them face off.
He's a great fighter. He's a great person. We've trained a lot together. I mean, we've trained, I think, almost 3 years together. But in the ring, yeah, it's what you do. It's work. You know, you love to doing that, but if I let him win from me, he will be the top, you know?
What is Aerts' take on Bonjasky, a fighter who follows in his footsteps?
He's a good fighter, I think. Depends on the motivation he has, you know. When he's motivated, he can be very good. So we have to take care of him for sure. With physical strong points. I think he's all around. He can box. His kicks and his knees are the best, I think, and his thing. But he's all around. He can do everything. He can kick. He can punch. So I have to watch everything, I think.
Onder de kant. Nou sta je perfect op je benen. Nou zie je.
Aerts' opponent has yet to be announced, but for this man who continues to give it his all, it doesn't matter who he will face. For Aerts fights for himself, for his family, and of course, for K1.
I was always like this. I was always, everybody with me, they have a hard fight. Everybody knows. So, but I'm always self-confident, you know. Otherwise I stop fighting. When I think I'm gonna lose, I don't fight.
I think he still has the possibility to be the champion again. This time it was close, but he was in the head, not really prepared for that. But we will see this year how it ends. I hope that he stays healthy and that he don't have heavy damage. But if not, I think he's still able to win the K1.
Or how did you motivate yourself?
Love for the sport. I love the sport. I love the excitement. For me, when I didn't fight now for half a year, I really don't feel good.
To Aerts, K1 is...
K1, it's my life. I was always at K1, build up K1. In the beginning there were not many people, not many people know it. So from the beginning there, and I stay a long time till the end, I hope.
Aerts' fight continues.